And we're live.
That's right.
Welcome back, everyone, to another live stream. This is going to be a weird one for me because I'm currently slightly under the weather. I don't know what happened to me this morning. I had a
Pun intended,
migraine.
because it's raining in Arizona.
Yeah, I woke up with a terrible migraine, and it kind of went away a little bit earlier. So now that's why we're last minute. Last minute starting this live stream and whatnot.
And as
But
everyone
Alec,
can tell, Steve looks sad, depressed,
nah,
little,
I'm not
little
sad or
poopy,
depressed at all.
little poopy face.
No, I'm just like not feeling great. All
Yeah,
right.
I guess. But
No, but so today so the title of this is Alec Plays a Game. I was gonna write like a super extensive game up with like questions. I mean, I could do it off the fly.
you could. Wait, is this gonna be like interview style while I'm drinking, kind of like hot talks kind of thing?
No. I was like, all right, so like tell me yes or no. Is this above or below or like above
Oh,
or
okay.
below 105 or something like that? I don't know.
So okay, kind of like not
No,
like Game of Feud, but like game show kind of thing.
yeah, but I don't know, man. Today's not my day.
Hey man, it's
Yeah.
okay. It's
So
okay,
I'm not
buddy.
drinking today, likely, probably. But thank you guys for still coming in and hanging out with us, even
Yeah.
though I'm sober.
And Steven sober is still a good Steven.
Yes. All right. So, Alec, what have you been drinking recently?
Recently, not a ton. Just the usual, honestly. I haven't really picked anything up. Yeah, basically, I guess the only whiskey related thing I've done recently is on Sunday, Shelby and I decided to smoke some pork, and I made like a glaze again, kind of like how I did for Thanksgiving. With this time I did the Bullet 95 rye and made the glaze out of that, and then after shredding all the pork, just kind of like cooked it a little bit longer in it, and it turned out really good. It's what I've been eating for my breakfast burritos this whole week. So bourbon breakfast.
Okay. So, like bourbon glazed pork?
Yeah.
Dude, that sounds fantastic.
It is fantastic. Delicious. 10 out of 10. Yeah. But that's pretty much all for me. What about you, Steve?
So, dude, I've been drinking everything and anything. Let me think. I've been drinking a lot of that Delbach Classic single malt.
Hey, save some for me, damn it.
I have a whole bottle now. I bought a whole
Just
bottle.
saying. Hey, it would not surprise me if you were like, yeah, I killed the bottle, dude.
Nah, that's gonna be a mainstay on my shelf moving forward because it's so good. So good. I'm loving that American single malt. I've been like, I mean, you know, I've been going down this huge rabbit hole of American single malts. So I got that. I've tried Stranahan's now. There's this one that I got today. Let me just read it. Oh, I didn't read anything about it, but it's Tire Fire single malt whiskey. So it's essentially like a single malt scotch, but if the single malt scotch was made in the good old US of A, because it's literally like scotch barley, peated, like 45 ppm, which is pretty heavy. That's around like
so it's just aged here.
Yeah. Well, it's also it's made here too, but it's like they're sourcing the grain and the peat from Scotland.
Gotcha. Okay, so the ingredients come from Scotland, but the entire process is done here.
Yeah.
Cool. I dig that. I'd be willing to try that.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't tried that. I have a bunch of whiskey I need to like drink and review. And Westward's sending us some single malt stuff. So that's a lot of whiskey to review as well. But essentially just a lot of American single malts. And I killed my infinity bottle.
Oh, yeah. Nice. Are you going to start it up again with something different?
No. I'm done with it. I'm tired of wasting so this is a huge rant, but I guess we'll just get into it. So my thoughts, I know we have differing thoughts. I'm pretty sure we talked about this like last week, but my thoughts on an infinity bottle is like it's cool in theory, and if you're super skilled with the art of blending, it's a good idea. If you're a normal human being like myself, it's a terrible idea because all you do is you take good whiskey and then not so good whiskey and you mix them together and you make sometimes it's a little bit better than the not so good whiskey, but you just kind of all that good whiskey. I feel like you get more joy out of just drinking the good whiskey and using the whiskey for like cocktails or whatever, or
Yeah,
just drinking it when you're already plastered and you want to drink more.
I gotcha. No, I can kind of agree with you on that one. I mean, I like the idea of my infinity bottle mostly because it's just been, a bottle that I occasionally pour stuff into when, like we do a blind and I don't finish something, so I pour it in there instead of pouring it back in the bottle or something like that. Otherwise, I haven't really touched my infinity bottle probably for about 2 or 3 weeks. So I agree. It's cool in theory, but it's more so just like it's a garbage, just a
Yeah.
garbage bag of shit.
Yeah, I completely agree. All right. So before we get into this blind flight, which Alec will only be drinking because, well, someone had to make the flight. It is what it
That's true.
is. Yeah.
That's true.
But before we do that, I'll get caught up on who the heck is here.
Who the heck is here, man?
Yeah. Who's here? We got Sugar Kitty in the house. Thank you for showing up. Kilko
Shugs.
sent us. Thank you, Kilko. Sorry I wasn't in your chat again. I've not been my day. We got the average drinker in the house. Cheers, Dara. We got Scott Pigsley. Cheers. Average drinker. Are people over the weather? Yep, I'm completely over the weather. I don't know if like the pressure from it raining was what caused my migraine or something, but dude, whatever it was, I hate it because I didn't drink anything last night because it's like I really want to go to the gym.
Mm-hmm.
And then I woke up with the worst migraine in my entire life. I mean,
Gotcha.
not the worst, but you know what I mean. It was pretty crap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
you look kind of a little under the weather too, or you're just not as like animated as you usually are.
No, I mean the weather kind of threw off my schedule. Usually before we do our live stream, I go for like a 4 or 5 mile run, and so because it was raining today, I didn't do that. I just did some chores around the house. But before today, it's actually been super dry in Tucson, and so Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, every day I had like a nosebleed that I had to go and take care of at work or like just take care of, and I was like, oh my god, it's annoying. So like I feel kind of like but besides that, not bad. I'm chilling.
Gotta stop sniffing that magical white powder, bro.
Magic song white powder. That's right.
It'll catch up to you.
Yeah.
Got Dan O.B. in the house. Good evening. I believe I've seen you before, but cheers. Got Kilko in the house. Thank you, man. Kilko and Sugar Kitty sent me. Welcome. I think that's what he says. I received the Glen from the giveaway. Thank you. Was that the Woman of Whiskey's one? Let me know. Yeah, and if that was a Woman of Whiskey's one, that's sorry that took freaking forever. That's on me. What's up, all you beautiful whiskey people? Hey, Whiskey Wars. Whiskey Wars will be coming on our live stream next week when we do our thing. I just, I didn't want the one he was going to show up with us. And just be the one where I'm sick and I'm not drinking and we're just watching you drink 4 bottles that I randomly picked within 5 minutes last time you're over at my house.
We should actually elaborate on how these like the line from last week and the next like 4 weeks got put together, because I think it was actually kind of impressive.
Yeah, we literally we did 1, 2, 3, 4. So we did 4 in last week's live stream plans within like 10 minutes.
Yeah, we were like, okay, because like we didn't have a lot of time. We were supposed to film that day, and so we're like, let's just mash. And so we like each came up with a couple, and then we threw in these like single person blinds, and yeah, it was something. It was definitely something.
Yeah, because that was a lot of last minute planning. Because apparently before I go off to my military schooling, we're probably not going to see each other again, or at least not to do content wise, at least, or planned content.
Yeah, my plans have changed a little bit, so I will be in Phoenix more than I thought I would be in the next like month and a half. But besides that, yeah.
Okay, no worries. We can talk. We can talk offline.
Yeah, we'll talk about
We
it.
got Mr. Great Shot in the house. Cheers, Bourbon Bar. Cheers, man.
Cheers,
Let me
cheers,
know
cheers,
if you
cheers.
got your flight stuff or your samples, and let me know when you think about those. I didn't
When
send you
he
that
thinks
many
about
because the
them,
boxes were a little
you want
small
him
with
to
the
tell you
Glens.
when he thinks about them.
What he thinks about them.
When he thinks about them.
I'll just drink my water.
There you go, bud. There you go. Good boy.
Hey, man, it's gonna be a day like that.
Yeah.
Alrighty, let's see here. My infinity bottles all have a theme. Oh, for some reason I read a theme and then I like read it in my mind as a them, and I was like,
Yeah.
that doesn't make any sense.
Then. Yeah, it actually sounds kind of like a cool idea. I like this infinity bottle like structure is kind of cool. Yeah, like barrel picks, specific different barrel picks, and blending them together would be kind of cool. Granted, I would probably do that in like a 375 or like a 150 milliliter bottle, and not obviously like a full 750.
Yeah, I've heard mixing Russell's 10 and Rare Breed together is phenomenal. So I might just do that in like a little 50 milliliter. Oh, here. I can't. I'll show it to you in a sec. I got a flask last like literally yesterday. On the Junkies live stream, they were like one of their new channel partners is these like really dope flasks. And my biggest issue with a flask is that it ruins all the whiskey and it starts tasting kind of metallic.
Yeah.
So these are like they're made out of glass and they're like have like a rubber silicone like outer protective layer.
Interesting.
On them. And cool. It was like it was a $50 for like a 2-pack. So I got one that's 100 milliliters and then one that's like 250 or 240 or something like that. So it's like a big boy, huge flask for like a like day trip where I'm spending the night, and then like 100 milliliter for just like I don't know, normal
sneaking
stuff.
Into events.
Yeah, and they have metal tops and then plastic tops as well.
Oh, so you can actually
for metal detectors. Yeah,
that is good shit. I love it.
I forget what the name is. I have it over there. Hello, Hangin' AZ, Tipsy Gang and Assorted Drinkers of Brown Liquor. Snore. I used to have years of bad migraines. Found out sleep apnea caused the headaches. I don't think I have sleep apnea. I'm not quite sure what my issue is, but I get terrible headaches sometimes. Okay, awesome. Yeah. Sorry about the delay on the shipping. I started doing giveaways before I was completely ready to do so, and then now that I am ready to do them, I mean, I can do them. Literally like last live stream, I finally just got caught up on everything, and I shipped them out like a few days later. Hello, everybody. I also got my care package. Very excited to try the samples, and the Glen looks awesome. Thanks, man. Whenever you start doing merch and stuff, if you want a guy who does glassware, we have a local guy who does stuff for like all sorts of people. I won't name names because I don't know if I'm authorized to do so, but he kills it.
Keep it on the DL, Steven.
All by myself. Sugar Kitty, the magical cat of knowledge. Yeah. Dude, Sugar Kitty knows his stuff about Scotch and just everything. He's just good in general of, researching things as he should. All right. Let me get caught up, skipping some chats here. Sorry if I skip your chat. Yeah, Rag Proper. Yeah, I'm a big fan of. I mean, I haven't used it, but I am a big fan of him in theory.
Oh, that's the flask.
Yeah, Rag Proper.
Nice.
I feel like I missed like a something.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. Okay, Alec, how about you let them all know what the theme of tonight's is, or just like let them know what we're doing. What are we getting into tonight, Alec?
Okay, yeah. So this is going to be line number 1, Steven edition. So basically, Steven poured me 4 different bottles, and I don't really know what any of them are, but the idea is that I'm going to attempt to do this blind. Steven has the key, and we're just going to kind of go with it, I guess. I mean, it's kind of nice because in the past when we've done blinds together, we're able to totally influence each other based on what kind of notes we get and all that kind of stuff. But this is going to be a very like straightforward, just single person blind, I guess. So I don't know, it's gonna be cool. I'm interested. I'm digging it. Also, Steven, are you? You're okay. I thought you were frozen. You were like
No.
still. You were
I'm
like
just reading
like
chat.
frozen cold still. I was almost sure your internet just went out or mine did.
No. I was just trying to. I swear I saw like a chat that I like made a mental note. I was like, I got to read that, and then I've lost it. But yeah. So I randomly poured 4 whiskeys for Alec, and I kind of want to. So we're gonna do the rules that we did on the last one for the question mark. So I want you
type proof, whether or not it's finished, price. What are the last ones?
Yeah. So type,
obviously bottle pick, and what was the other one?
Proof, price,
finish.
Type, proof, price,
finish.
There's another one. I think there was 5.
Yeah, I know there were 5.
Type, proof, price, finish, and just specific bottle if we're feeling lucky.
Okay. I think there was one other one, but
I mean, there's not really big competition in this, but it's fun to just see if you do well or not.
Fair enough. Okay.
All
cool.
Right. And so, Alec, at this time, I want you to go ahead and pour sample bottles A through D into their corresponding Glengarrans.
That has already been done. Thank you very much.
All right. Well, get into. Oh, wait. I should probably look on my phone to tell you. See which ones are which in the first place. All right. Get into A. Well, yeah. We'll just take this one bottle at a time. That way, we're not getting like complicated.
Okay.
Yeah. Alrighty, and I will get into the. Jeez, sorry guys, I'm off my game again. Independent Joe, cheers, man. Thanks for coming out. I work for Tuna.
For the tuna.
Yep. And Independent Joe from Riverside. Oh, I didn't even know that. I didn't know Independent Joe was from the good old California. I used to do drill in Riverside, California. Fun times. Bourbon junkies drove over reg proper flask with a truck. Yeah, it's like a glass flask that's actually like strong enough to get ran over by a truck. And some of that has to do with like weight dispersion, I'm sure. Because a tire is gonna, kind of put more weight on the ground. But we're not smart enough to think like that.
I was gonna say, I'd like to see this in action.
They have a video somewhere. Surprise bourbon junkies do not drive over each other in trucks. Yep. I mean, we would do this exact same stuff. No judgment there. 100%. Yeah. I mean, have you seen my scars?
Yeah.
Thanks, Alec. All right. Where are you getting on the nose of that, Alec?
So there is a lot of like white cherries. There's a little bit of a vanilla. There's definitely some oak. But then there's also like a very, it's a nice like citrusy kind of feel too. Kind of minty. There's a little bit of like spearmint though. Like spearmint, white cherries, vanilla, and a little bit of oak. So interesting. So far, dig it. Couldn't tell you.
All of these are whiskeys you have tried at one point.
Right. So it's shot in the dark for me at that point. Okay.
Yeah. So this is nothing completely new to you. Have you tried these recently? I couldn't tell you. I probably couldn't tell you what I've had in the last like few days. I'm
gonna say half the time when we do blinds, I'm either like, wow, this smells a lot like that one random one I had from like 3 or 4 weeks ago. But I don't know what it was. I don't know where it was at. Yeah, it's all over the place. Okay, I'm gonna get on the palate.
Yep, and let me get caught up on some chats. They ran it over with a dirt bike too. Yeah, I haven't seen the video, but I feel like I need to. What's up, guys? Cheers. Let me see. Dude, I am all over the place. Cheech in the house. Make sure you hit that like. Thank you, Cheech. Thanks for hanging out. So what are you getting? So you said like white cherries, a little like oak, a nice little bit of citrus and floral notes going on the nose. Yeah. What about on the palate?
So the palate is a little weird. I'm not gonna
lie. Chicha Zamad. Yeah, no, we definitely can afford them, but you know, he's just a generous guy, so he hangs out. Watch the Bourbon Junkies fail to destroy. So, I am clicking on that.
So here's the
we will watch that later.
It's slightly spicy, but it still has still has a lot of cherries to it. It's got a little bit of like some apple skins and still got some oak in there too.
What kind of apples?
Like red apples, like red apple skins, I'd say. And then it's got a weird, almost like blood orange kind of note to it as well. Maybe that's because I had blood oranges this morning for breakfast, but like I'm getting a little blood orange on it.
Okay. Do you want me to ask? So I'll ask periodic questions. So I know what your A is. I'm looking at it right now. Do you want me to ask periodic random questions that have almost nothing to do with, like, nothing to do with, or maybe not nothing to do with, but like just random, like yes or no questions?
Sure.
Why about not? The bottle, just for, you know,
why whatever. Not?
I mean, I'm used to drinking with you. I just like, I don't know. I need to be able to wake up tomorrow and not be like feeling anything. Cause today was just too much.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah. Go ahead and hit that like, subscribe, and leave a comment if you're, you know, watching the replay. And if you're just here watching, go ahead and like chat, hang out. By the way, thank you, Scott. Sorry, again, all over the place. All right, Alec, is this bottle, so yes or no, is this bottle a screw top?
Ooh. No.
Okay.
Do I get are you going to tell me the answer, or is it just ambiguous until the end?
Oh, well, so we can go one bottle at a time. So I'll let you know after you make all your final guesses. I just don't want to give any information out.
Okay. Well, here, let me write this down so I don't forget it.
Hanging AZ says the junkies probably did run themselves over. Just the camera battery died when it happened. Yeah. Honestly, if I didn't have my camera plugged into a charger, this thing, like, so I have a Sony 6400. Dude, I swear to God, this thing can run through a normal battery in like 30 minutes. For any normal person, this is not like, or for any like normal, like filming wise, outside of just like sitting here and talking, I need like 9 batteries.
Okay, wait, so bottle, proof, type, finish, and
so it's
price?
type proof, finish, and price and bottle.
Okay.
And the finish is just a yes or no question. Is it or is it not finished? I ordered one of the flasks, then I gave it away. Okay. Cheech, did you give it away because you didn't like it, or because you're just being a generous, nice human being like you are?
Son of a bitch.
Give Joe a wrench. Is he not a wrench? I will square that away right here.
Okay. You do that. I'm going to start doing a little bit of nose work on B.
Thank you, Cheech. We got IC86 in the house. And we got Independent Joe with his brand new wrench. Go ahead and ban someone for me. Or like just, you know, I don't know. Maybe not that.
I feel like half the fun of being on one of these live streams is getting the power to do that kind of shit.
Yeah. Well, I've given it out pretty freely. Like, I don't know. I feel like here, let me see. So the only person who doesn't have a wrench currently in chat is the Bourbon Bar.
The Bourbon Bar.
And for some reason, are they free? Yeah, as long as you don't, do anything wild. Like I think I even gave Zachary Jones a wrench, which is that's playing with fire. That man's a chaos troll.
Okay, so nose a B. Here are the notes I'm getting. Okay.
Wait. So A.
Oh,
so
wait,
yeah.
Am I guessing bottle by bottle?
One bottle at a time.
Oh, okay,
that way we can keep it simple. Okay, so palate question.
Okay.
So name. Let me think of a good
Remember, it's gotta be yes or no.
No, I mean, okay. Yes or no question. I don't want to give away anything.
Keep it ambiguous, man.
Is the proof so let's say, is the proof above 110?
No.
Okay. All right. Do you have a guess?
Yes.
All right. Here, let me get caught up on chats, and then we'll go ahead and give that. For a great hangout stream after the Bourbon Junkies. Yep. Go ahead and check out Cheech's channel. Thank you, Independent Joe. We appreciate that. Some people just don't want to watch the world burn. Some people is Zach.
Dude.
Yeah. I mean, Zach's fun as
heck.
heck.
So bad, dude.
Some people just want to watch the world burn. Some people is Zach.
I know, but at first you were like, some people don't want to just watch the world burn. You messed it up. It was bad. You did bad, Steve.
Well, it is what it is, man. Just let it happen. I'm a nightmare today.
You are.
Hey, you're lucky I showed up. We're 2 hours away from not streaming tonight, but with me going to school, and all, I really wanted to get in our final live streams and whatnot.
Gotcha.
But yeah, Cheech is amazing. Cheech is the opposite of my schedule, so I hardly ever get to hang out in his streams, but he does phenomenal stuff. We're more like the early crowd, and he's more of the midnight going to sleep at 2 a.m. crowd.
Nice. Good for him.
Yeah. Dude, they live stream for way longer than I even remotely have the capacity to do, so it's pretty impressive. Okay, Alec, what is the proof on sample A?
90.
90?
90. Why? Is that pretty far off?
What's the color of your sample D?
It is quite light. I'm going to say this is a Scotch for sure.
Okay, and everything else is brown, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay. I was just with the two blinds, I don't know if I labeled them as this was the one that was blind for you or blind for me. So then I just had to verify with sample D being, clearly the Scotch. We don't have any American whiskey that's that light.
Wait. You weren't sure if this was my blind or your blind?
No, when you said 90 proof. Okay, just rip your answers, buddy. Let me know.
Okay, I was gonna say I can.
Sorry, I was not expecting 90 proof. It just kind of threw me.
All right, so 90. I think it's a rye, not finished. $45, and my bottle choice was Emerald Giant. Totally off. 100% out of this world.
Your bottle is Jim Beam Single Barrel, $30, 108 proof, Jim Beam Bourbon.
Really?
Not finished. So you got not finished.
I don't know if I've had that Jim Beam Single Barrel actually. But
have you not?
Interesting still.
I don't remember. Swear you have. I mean, it's a really solid bourbon. It's probably the spiciness that kind of threw you off for the rum.
It was weird. It was weird because it definitely had like a little bit of it was spicier on the palate, but then on the nose, I was totally getting like the white cherries and like a little bit like a spearmint.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah, when you got white cherries, I was like kind of thrown for a loop in the spearmint. There's a slightly like minty herbaceous note I get off of it, but I don't remember any sort of like super heavy, like heavy minty note that was super prevalent. Like it was like I had to go hunting for it last time.
Well, damn though, Jim Beam single barrel. I dig the 108 proof and I dig the flavor profile. I'm gonna have to like get another try at that.
Dude, it's at Costco for like $30.
I may go to Costco.
I think there's still some in my area, so if you want me to pick it up, let me know, and you could just,
maybe possible, definitely possible.
Yeah, but you failed the screw top, by the way, because it's a screw top, and but you did get the proof thing right because it's 108, and you said no, it's not over 110. Well, you got the special
your
question.
Yes or no question. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
gotcha. Okay, cool.
All right. For great reviews, go ahead and check out the Bourbon Bar. Yep, the Bourbon Bar kills it. I'm on for Australians. Yep. God, don't forget the Val's, salted pretzels, Independent Joe. Yep. Oh, that was such a he did a like he went on Adriana Whiskey Mountain's live stream dressed up as a pretzel, and it was pretty fantastic. And he was just playing like a salty dude the whole time. It was a fun like little like clip video to watch. I enjoyed it. Got Alex the Moose that is on the loose in the house. Cheers, man. Cheers, Alex. The Moose is in the house. Yep. Cheers. I watch Scotch Down Under while I drink my coffee in the morning. Yeah, sometimes it really depends on the day. Sometimes I'll put them on in the background if I'm not doing any like serious work. But he goes for so long. It's also extremely impressive. I just wish he live streamed during the day, but that would be kind of counterproductive for his lifestyle or during the day for us because he's in Australia.
Fair enough.
I may need to get a Costco cardigan. Yeah, I mean, Hanging AZ, if you want me to pick one up for you too, hit us up on Instagram. I know you're local here. I live over by Papago, so I'm sure we can meet up. I can help you out with that. They're also at like Total Wine for like I think like 35 or 40.
Okay.
Yeah. Also check out Whiskey Wars. Cheers.
Cheers.
Alrighty, Alec.
Getting into B.
Okay. Sorry. I'll try to run through these a little bit quicker because I realize we're already at like 30 minutes and I'm just monologuing with a soulless face.
Oh my god! For great whiskey and bourbon reviews as well as awesome head-to-head matchup or check out. Yeah, you're doing.
Am I really?
No, you're not that bad.
Okay, I was like, I didn't think I was that bad, but
no, you're not that bad. Okay, so B.
Scotch Down Under is Quokka Boom, not to mention the Lego King. Yeah, he sometimes builds Legos on his streams, and those are fun to watch. Again, like it's just hard because I have to like balance like real work with actually like hanging out in chat.
That's fair. Okay, so nose. This is fairly basic. I'm gonna say. It's got oak, vanilla, a little bit of like a caramel note in there. Nuts, good amount of nuts. If you had told me this was Jim Beam single barrel, I could see it based on the nose right now because not reading outside the lines by much, but I'll give it like a little bit of a cherry note too. But so far, basic bourbon profile, I'm gonna say. Not my final answer, but.
Well, after saying that, I'm kind of hoping that I didn't like totally biff this and put the like samples all wishy-washy mix match.
You very well could have.
We'll see.
Because I'm starting to question this. This does not seem like a rye. While the first one definitely felt like a rye. So now I'm just all messed up. I don't know where I'm going.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. We will see. This could be a. Remember that one time we filmed the. What was that?
Forgive my washer. It is very loud.
Yeah, I was like, that's not my house. I was like, did some cord just go loose and like burn everything down?
No, dude, my washing machine is like a nightmare. It's not worth talking about. Go on.
What are you getting on the nose of that? Nuts, cherries,
a little bit of oak, some caramel, a little like some vanilla, mostly nuts. Not gonna lie, mostly nuts, and that's just about it. I can't like pull in. I'm getting like a little bit of, like brown sugar notes too, but nothing like crazy. That's what I'm saying. Typical bourbon is what I'm feeling right now.
Okay, is this a Buffalo Trace product? Yeah, hanging AZ. Every time I go, excuse me.
I'm gonna call this no.
Okay.
Not Buffalo Trace.
Yeah, hanging AZ. Every time I go on his live stream, he makes me want to buy so much more scotch, and the reason I can't is because, well, I can't afford to.
Fair enough. Who can't afford to buy that much scotch?
Thank you, Independent Joe, for dropping all those links. I am finding I love Jim Beam stuff, drinking knob right now. Yeah, hanging AZ. Definitely hit me up in the Instagram or my email. Jeez. And yeah, if you want me to pick up anything for you, especially if it's at Costco, because I go to Costco once a week to pick up my seltzer waters.
Dude, I think you messed up.
Why?
Because this tastes like a very.
Did you pour them right? You look to see if you poured them right.
I have A and I have B. I poured A and poured B as is.
Okay. Well, we will see.
There's no way I messed this up. I can guarantee that.
It would be so.
You're the one with the key, and I don't know what you're doing with that key. But
yeah, my key has it all squared away properly.
We'll see. Okay, if D doesn't taste like scotch, I'm calling your shit. I'm saying you.
Okay,
you messed
well,
up.
just off of color, that is what it is. Okay.
Okay.
And all right, did you get on the ballot?
I did.
And
nuts.
What did you get?
Nuts.
That's it? Just nuts.
Well, no. There was a little bit of cinnamon, and then it had like a. Hang on.
Yeah, Whiskey Wars. If you ever come down to AZ, let us know. Got some places we can show you around.
Okay, nuts, brown sugar, cinnamon, oak.
No fruit, no.
Nope. No fruit.
Really?
That is pretty. Don't show me what you're. Oh yeah.
No, this is Jim Beam. No, there's definitely like a cherry note in there.
I mean, maybe like slight cherry, but I mean, it's just nothing like popping. There's no popping. Okay. No brand new whip. Never hopped in. Okay. This is just straight up. Just if I had a turkey product in front of me, I'd say it's a turkey product.
So there's one of two possibilities. Okay. Just kidding. As I was. You think it's a turkey product?
I can see this as a turkey product. That I can say for sure.
Okay. Go ahead and do you have an answer or a guess of anything?
Well, no, because it's either turkey or I was gonna say it also kind of definitely feels like. I mean, I could see the Jim Beam single barrel, but I also think that it would taste. This doesn't taste like that great, so I don't think it's the Jim Beam single barrel. But I'd say either it's a turkey product or it's it's something in Jim Beam's classification. But since turkey's what I'm thinking, I'm gonna probably say turkey. I'm just gonna say, you know what? Screw it. It's wild turkey.
Just go with your gut, bro. Just
Wild
go
turkey
with your
101.
gut.
Wild turkey 101.
So do you have like just to go through the rundown of everything?
Okay. Nose. Pretty simple, a little bit sweet, and I have a Wild Turkey 101 with me. And last time I checked, kind of feeling the same way. It's basic bourbon, nutty and sweet. Actually, no. Now that I'm thinking about it, this is way nuttier than that Wild Turkey 101 I have. I kind of even, man, I'm all messed up. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. Okay. Getting a little bit more vanilla cherry now. Maybe I was being harsh. I can see myself being a little bit harsh.
Okay, I did not pour this wrong. Are
you sure? Are
yes,
you sure?
Just going off of your, I either you have COVID, I poured this wrong, or you just need to figure out your life.
All three are possible.
All three are very possible all at the same time. I just remember being very cautious about what I was pouring. So, because remember early on, when we did that original Woodford flight that we had to redo because we mixed everything up because nothing tasted the way it should have. And then, like, we ended up pulling out the bottles and we're like,
yeah, we were like,
you know,
this is all screwed up.
Yeah. So, like, they're like, let's just fresh slate, re-rip it. Yeah. And ever since then, I've been pretty good at that.
You've been pretty good at that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, everyone's mad about your dryer, by the way. And yeah, U-Haul, you could definitely get some solid whiskey from here at like really solid prices. I mean, dude, so many people got Stag Batch 17s yesterday. I was not one of those lucky people, but there's quite a few great people who were able to get that. Yep. Yeah, that makes no sense that whiskey is cheaper here than it is in the place. I think that has to do with state.
Did I tell you about what my coworker from Texas told me about how much cheaper whiskey is there?
Yeah, it's much cheaper in Texas too.
It's dirt cheap. Like he was saying how like everything there, like you could go and get bottles of bourbon and paying more than $30 was like getting to be outrageous, like stupid cheap.
Okay. He probably just drinks crap whiskey. It's like $5 or $10 cheaper than it is here per bottle usually.
I don't know, like because we were talking about it. Well, he was also referencing like vodka and rum too, so maybe he's getting those kind of mixed in with it.
Yeah, I think so. From what I've seen, because sometimes when I'm on like the Total Wine website, it'll default to Texas for some reason, and I'd be like, wow, they're having a sale on like Old Forester 1920 because there's like $50 there. And then it's like, oh, the location's messed up, you know. But like
into Texas or something.
What?
Are you like VPNing into Texas when you look this
up?
No,
I don't have a VPN. There's no reason for. I mean, there's plenty of reasons for a VPN, but like, I just don't care. Okay. People can steal all my information. It is what it is.
Fair enough. Okay. So I'm going to say. Honestly, I'm a little torn on this one, just because I don't know. Like, I definitely get a little bit of darker fruit, a little bit more vanilla. It's now starting to come in like full circle, and I feel like I judged a little too quickly. Maybe it's because I thought you just botched the whole damn thing. But
yeah, you had me thinking that I botched it.
I felt like you botched the hell out of it, man. But anyway. I'm going to say.
Cheers, Mr. Whiskey Shits. Cheers. Thanks for coming in and hanging out.
Give me 1 sec.
Yeah, but Buffalo Trace is the one bourbon I like. in the last 2 or 3 months, I used to be able to find Buffalo Trace everywhere. I haven't seen a single bottle of like normal Buffalo Trace in forever. No,
The
3
regular
months.
Buffy?
Yeah, no, remember, like, I went on that rampage and I bought like 4 bottles, and I ended up giving one to you, one to Olivia's father, and then
Well, I knew the one, but yes.
yeah. And now I'm down to like I have half of a bottle. I also used one for the wood chip experiment, so that kind of went a little wonky.
Fair enough.
But yeah, I haven't ever since I kind of like liberally like essentially wasted a bottle of Buffalo Trace with wood chips. Haven't been able to find one.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
What's up?
I'm kind of confused now. I've like confuzzled myself pretty hard.
Is it still hanging easy? Because I haven't seen any of that. It's neither here nor there. What's up, Alec?
No, I'm just I'm deciding whether or not I do want to like stick with the wild turkey train, or I kind of also feel like this could be something more so in like a Brown Foreman lineup. But I don't know. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna just call it Kentucky Spirit, because after getting a little bit more into it, I feel a little bit like it was not that crappy, but it was also still nutty, still vanilla based, and yeah, I don't know. I can kind of dig it, but kind of not. So I'm just torn. So I'm just gonna go with Kentucky Spirit. So I don't think it's rare breed.
101 Wild Turkey, Kentucky Spirit, not finished. Price? Are you going to go with the Kentucky Spirit price?
45, right?
No, Kentucky Spirit's like $60, dude.
Is it 60 now?
Yeah.
So it's more than double the fucking price.
It's more expensive than rare breed, and rare breed is so much better than it.
Absolutely, 100%. But yeah, I'm just gonna say Kentucky Spirit.
Okay. So do you want to figure out what? Or actually,
yes. I would like to know what it is.
Yeah. So Buffalo Trace is. I mean, they might be on base. We don't have an official base we're attached to. I'm attached to National Guard, like encampment. I don't know what Papago is considered, but so we're not. We don't have the whole PX or anything like that. Zachary Jones in the house. Cheers, man. The Chaos Troll himself. The goddamn bacon. Cheers, welcome. That's the first time I've seen that name, and I absolutely love that. Is your hair in regs? Bacon. Yes, it is. Yeah, I have drill this weekend, so I had to get it all squared away. I saw it down the street. Okay. Might have to go get myself a backup for Buffalo Trace, and just in case if it gets hard to find. Because that's a very like budget-minded bourbon we have to like compare to other bourbons. So you need a Buffalo Trace.
You need a Buffalo Trace.
Yep, Kentucky Spirit is overpriced. Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
Oh wait, what I will say about Kentucky Spirit is they are single barrel, so there might be a little like asterisk to that statement. There might be a good Kentucky Spirit. I don't know if they do picks, but I'm sure, they can make some pretty phenomenal picks. Okay, Alec, you are drinking Belle Mead Reserve Bourbon, 108.3 proof blended MGP. $60 though. Price point's accurate.
I guess. What the hell?
Yeah, so you're off by like what, 7 or 8 proof?
Wait, no, because I remember when we tried that thing had so much dark fruits to it, just fruits in general.
Well, when you went back to it, you said it was very sweet and dark fruits.
Yeah, but it wasn't. It was still very nut forward, and definitely like vanilla based. I don't know. I kind of still think you botched this. Just putting it out there. I think you're a piece of shit, but whatever.
Language. All right. Well, It is what it is.
Nah.
Yeah.
Fine. Okay. On to C.
I mean, C will definitely tell if I botched it. If C is like wildly different from what it should be, it'll definitely point out whether I botched it or not. But from what I can tell, the colors, and at least in the picture I have, the colors are appropriate to the whiskeys. Yeah, that one's lighter than the previous two, correct?
Correct.
Yep.
Not as light as D, but lighter.
Yeah, I mean, they match the whiskeys. So I don't think I botched it. I think your nose botched it.
Also possible. Like I said, I've been having bloody noses every day for the last 4 days. So,
dude, I'm telling you, you got to stay away from magical white powder. It's not good for you.
I try my best, man. It's just so good.
Look, man, I say this because I care about you. Why?
I say this
I
because I
don't
care about you,
know.
Steve.
I don't know why I care about you, but it's from a loving place. All right.
Anyway,
I'm gonna get caught up on chat. Everything's better with goddamn bacon. Yes. Oh my god, I love bacon, except for whiskey. I don't know about the whole fat thing, but not burning that content, Alec.
What? You're not gonna post that?
No, I'm gonna post it. I just don't want to talk about it until we post it. Hanging AZ.
I was gonna say, man.
Yeah. I would pay $60 for rare breed. I would happily pay up to $60 for it. With 1920 now being $60,
to pay $60 for rare breed.
I like rare breed at like a $50 mark better.
Yeah,
because I don't like it as much as 1920, but it's like a close second. So like 50, 55. I mean, I like everything cheaper though, if we're going to be completely honest. But I definitely think it's worth $60. I just prefer paying cheaper. You're probably into detachment. National Guard usually calls them detachments. If they, yeah. So the closest like real base we have is an Air Force base, and that's pretty not so close. So I kind of don't mess around with that. Thank you, Independent Joe, for posting those links and stuff. We appreciate that so much. It helps out us and other channels. So we definitely appreciate that. Bacon is a blood type in Wisconsin. Does it give you the shits?
The shits?
Maybe. Too much meat. Autocrack. We eat a lot of bacon up here. Dude, bacon's so good.
I love
it. Yeah, man. I think we chatted in a Bourbon Ranch live or something before.
All right. You mind if I give some notes on this real quick?
Yeah. Give your notes, man. Give your notes. Sorry, I will constantly just run down chat.
I know. So this is definitely a very citrusy whiskey, but it also
I didn't mess this up. I did not mess this up.
Okay. Why don't you chill out, boy? Okay.
Sorry.
Calm down. Okay.
I did my
citrusy. Not a lot, but a decent amount of ethanol. Like it's like citrus forward with a little bit of ethanol, and then it ends in like a really chilled, like a lemon blueberry.
Okay. I mean, I don't know if I agree with those, and I like to like smell it, but we're snorting pixie sticks. Yep.
That's right.
I'll get you, man. I hear 1920 is not as good now. Possibly. I'm not gonna. So I still think the new label 1920 is better than rare breed, in my opinion. We've done it in blinds, and that might just be my personal preference of me liking that whole Brown Foreman product better. We haven't done like a side-by-side with the old bottle and new bottle, but I still think that even the new 1920 is better than rare breed, in my opinion. But yes, I've also heard that it's not as good now. I still think it's good. I like it way better for $50 though, instead of the $60 it now is.
Ooh. Okay. I like it. Palate, a lot of black licorice. Definitely keeping a little bit of the lemon zest.
Oh.
Not terribly proofy. But overall, I dig.
Yeah. Go ahead and subscribe to The Goddamn Bacon, everybody. He is currently hanging out in chat, and I did not know he had a YouTube channel, so go ahead and give him a subscribe, a like. Check out his content. Sure, it's fantastic. ADHD just decreed rare breed better. LOL. Yeah, I mean, again, it's everything's subjective. There's been times where, especially like the whole like wild turkey, Old Forester like thing going on, because there's been blinds where we've done where rare breed has won. There's been blinds where 1920 has done better. There's been blinds where 101's done better over the signature 100. It's just mood dependent. They're both quality whiskeys. I know as recently as yesterday, I personally did a blind with Rare Breed and 1920. And I will say I did pick out 1920 like clearly, visibly as 1920 because that banana note, but I did prefer it better. But that was also kind of could have had some implied bias.
Yeah, I think that when it comes down to it, usually it's more so if there's a blind flight we're doing that has more of like the whichever profile there are more whiskeys of in the flight, we choose the other one. So if it's a very nutty or very like like just hard or not harsh, but like very like nutty and very cinnamony or very just like overall like that like a turkey profile, we pick the Old Forester. But if we have something that's like we're talking like a little bit of Old Forester, a little bit of anything even remotely close to bananas, we could be doing Jack Daniels and it would like be completely overshadowed, and then Wild Turkey wins. So it's kind of like whoever is the whoever's the outlier usually ends up taking the cake.
Yeah, I mean that's a solid take, or at least it stands out enough where if you have any sort of like bias, it'll definitely kind of shine through a little bit more.
Yeah. Also, on C, got a note I've never gotten before on any bottle of whiskey we've ever had, so I'm really excited about it. But like a blackberry, like a blackberry lime, kind of like a blackberry lime with like a little bit of like mint. It was kind of cool. I don't know why I got it, but I got it and I dug it. Blackberry lime mint. I don't know what this bottle is, but I definitely want to dive into it again when I find out. I hate you, Steve.
Yeah. Zachary Jones, I will definitely, I don't honestly at the time right now, I don't know any like cadences by heart. So when I get back from school, I'll definitely have to know some. So we can do that at some point. Just not right now. I don't have that in me. All right, Alec, can you still hear me?
Yes, I can.
All right. Do you have any guesses on C?
No, because this blackberry lime mint that's got it kind of threw me for a loop, and I don't really know how to feel about it. But okay, so rye is my type. I'm gonna say the proof point. I'm gonna throw 105. Not finished. And price point at 50. 50. No. 50. I'm gonna say 50. The bottle itself, I don't know. I'm kind of struggling. I don't know if I'm right. I kind of am leaning a little bit towards Sagamore, but I don't know for sure. It's like I said, I'm kind of throwing for a loop on it. All I know is I like it.
Yeah, I mean, Rise, even though, so we don't have, I have maybe 10 Rise at this moment. Like, I don't have that many Rise because that was like a newfound thing. Like, I have just about as many Ryes as I do like Scotches. So we're primarily bourbon. So when it comes to rye, I don't think we know enough, nor do we have an insane selection to be able to kind of pick
just
out.
tell me, am I right that it's a rye?
Yeah, you're right. It's a rye.
Okay, just make
I
sure.
thought that was very implied. Like, this is clearly a rye.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure, like, because after your whole, oh man, A is Jim Beam, dude, why do you think it's rye? I just want to make sure I was like kind of in the ballpark.
There's no way. Like, the flavor profile, I just don't think. Did you have any like warm up whiskey or anything?
I had a little bit of Elijah Craig. That was it.
Yeah, I mean, Jim Beam, I know it's I think it's like 20% rye or something like that on the mash bill.
Okay, that makes me feel a little
Because
better.
I think it's a 70-20-10 or something like that. I could be completely off basis. This is clearly just from memory, but I know it's a little bit nuttier and kind of like a spicier whiskey. So I think like the nuttiness you probably kind of threw aside and you just focus on the spice and whatnot. And you knowing that rye is going to be a little bit spicier, so you're going to want to downgrade for proof. You know, you guess.
Well, yeah, hearing it was 108 and I was guessing 90. I was kind of like, wow.
It was also first whiskey of the day.
That's also entirely true.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, I guess there's I have excuses per se, but.
All right. You want to find out what the heck it is?
I want to find out what the heck it is.
Okay, so you are drinking Doc Swinson's Alter Ego Solera aged rye whiskey finished in rum.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
A $40 rye, 95 proof. It's very sweet, herbaceous, and kind of spicy all at the same time.
Yeah, no. It was a really good like balance of super sweet, like that blackberry lime mint was really nice because I almost felt like I was drinking like a blackberry junip kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But it also had like a really like spicy, like dark licorice, and like it was just like a good balanced kind of feel to it. So I dug it. Definitely dug it.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of their bourbon because their bourbon, I think it's a little overpriced with it being like $70 for like a triple finish bourbon. But this rye, because it's like 35-40 in our area, I think it's insanely worth it. I think it's wonderful.
No, I agree. It's definitely a good bottle. For sure. Yeah.
I tried pulling out some like different bottles that we don't typically drink.
I mean, yeah. So far, all of these are ones, like I said, like not sure if I've had the Jim Beam single barrel. That one I know that we had in the one video we filmed, or was the video or was it live? It was one or the other. Can't remember.
Not sure what you're referencing.
The Don Swansons, because I've been referencing the
Doc Swinsons.
Yes, Ron Swanson, Doc Swinson, you know.
Yeah. Okay. We had the bourbon, so I didn't have the rye.
Okay, gotcha. And then B was the what was that?
Okay, yeah. Sugar Kitty says the B mash bill 75-25. Okay, yeah. So it's still 20% rye.
Okay, I'm happy about that then.
Yeah.
And then what was B though?
What?
What was B?
B, that's a blended MGP. Okay. They use like 5 different MGP mash bills to blend it up. It's like 6 to 8 year old MGP blended at cask strength. And when you said it's like rare breed, honestly, it reminds me of like a fruitier, less spicy version of rare breed.
Gotcha. Okay.
And I kind of like it better, but that's neither here nor there.
Well, I'm glad that it also is more worth it than freaking Kentucky Spirit. So that's a win. That's a W.
Yeah. So this specific rye is finished in rum barrels. So it's ex-rum casks. Yeah, so it's not flavored with rum at all or anything like that.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a bot. Time to murder some bots. Oh, just kidding. Independent Joe on the case. Thank you, sir. Alrighty, Alec. And we're already over the time that I theoretically would have liked to end this at. So let's just get in the D.
Okay, so I definitely think this is a Scotch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, Bourbon Bar. Everyone go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't. Typically, we try to only live stream from 6 to 7. That way we don't get in the way of like you guys having to decide to show up here or on other people's live streams, because I know there are a few people who go right about now. I think it's Mash and Drum. Let's see.
Sure.
Yeah. I don't know. There's a lot of channels. I mean, we're one of them included that go live nowadays. So so I know currently we got Bourbon of the Week live. And yeah. So we don't like to get in the way of your ability to hang out with other people. So, that's why we try to keep it under about an hour. Alec, what are you getting on that though?
Sorry, petting my dog. Well, bready for sure. And then it's kind of weird, like.
Oh, I forgot I was asking questions.
Yes.
Okay, so on this one, on the nose.
Okay.
Is this a Highland or is this Highland, Isla, or Speyside Scotch? Because obviously it's Scotch. You know it's Scotch.
I'm torn between it either being Isla or Speyside. What was Speyside again?
It's just another region.
Right, but it's more so like I want to say on the western side.
It's a little coastal. It's like I think it's in between. Yeah. I'm sure Sugar Kitty is gonna square me away if I'm wrong with anything, but I think it's somewhere in between the Highland region and the Isla, or like Isla's kind of an offshoot, but I think it's like part of the Highland region. It's just like the Highland region on the edge of the sea. Like it's like the coastal town of the Highland region.
Okay, because it's definitely like when I think of Highland Scotch,
us. We're the Scotch nerds.
Totally, all about Scotch.
I know hardly anything about Scotch. Scotch is too expensive for my blood.
Yeah, well, no, it's got like it doesn't have a Highland feel. I don't think it's a Highland. I don't know if it's an Isla or if it's a Speyside, just because it's got like this weird little bite on the end. It's like I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of like, I don't want to say burnt, but it's kind of like burnt. It's not smoked, but it's like, it's weird. Definitely weird, like burnt bread.
Okay, so you would describe it as kind of like a burnt toast almost?
Yes. Yes.
Blue Spot. Oh, Blue Spot is that's the, what's it called? It's an Irish whiskey. Let me know what you think about that, Joe. I've only heard wonderful things. I've never even seen the Blue Spot. I've seen like the yellow spot. I've seen the green spot. I just haven't picked up any of them because I'm kind of waiting for the Blue Spot because I'm a hater of Irish whiskey. I know the Blue Spot's like everyone's favorite, like go-to Irish whiskey if they're a bourbon lover.
Wow. Okay. So just real quick on the palate, good amount of ethanol. I feel like this has a little bite to it, like when it comes to proof. But also it's very mellow in the actual flavors. Like it's got a nice breadiness to it, a little bit of fruits. But other than that, it's still not super, it's not like blunt or forward. It's calm. It's calm with bite, which is kind of weird to say. I don't know. I'm a little bit. I don't know.
So it's like the opposite of Texas whiskey, where it's like a biker chick. It's more of like she seems like a nice girl next door, but then like you like stay over the night and you wake up and she's like psychotic in the morning.
Yes.
That's still my favorite comment of any like thing we've ever done, where it's someone left a comment about like, Drinking Texas whiskey is like sleeping with a biker chick with tattoos. And I was like, well, I've never done that, nor do I ever want to do that. But I kind of get what you mean by that.
Yeah, you understand where they're coming from, right?
Yeah. It's fun.
Oof, man. Even for the limited realm of scotch that we have, this is kind of off balance for me. I'm trying to think of what scotches you have that I would have not remembered being like this. I don't know.
Yeah, we got the puzzle life in the house. Cheers, man. Thank you. Yeah, no worries. We started going a little bit earlier because it kind of works better with our schedules and whatnot. So I know we're kind of a little bit too early for some people, but thanks for showing up. We appreciate you, and I'll definitely try to remember to actually make it to yours this upcoming week. I mean, it gets hectic sometimes. It's crazy. Who live streams on Mondays? There's so many, like the goddamn bacon said, you're going to be stepping on someone's toes no matter what, but do it, man. Do it. We're excited to see you start live streaming. Some people consider islands a different region from the Highlands, but it's not official. So again, this is from someone who's primarily a bourbon drinker, but I thought like the islands was a subsection of Isla. Because I know Talisker 10 and whatnot, that's an islands single malt scotch, but I thought it was part of like Isla because it's just like a lightly repeated, like Ardbeg 10 to me.
Lightlier, not a word.
Slightly, it's less intense of a peat aggression.
So lighter.
Yeah, lighter. Independent Joe, is your email on your YouTube link? Because if it is, I will definitely hit you up. If not, you can, DM me it and whatnot. Saw red spot on the shelf today, but never seen blue spot. I don't think there's been a batch of blue for quite a while now. Yeah, again, I'm not the biggest Irish whiskey fan. I just I'm very American in that aspect of whiskey where I like the aggressive stuff. So I'm a huge fan of ryes, bourbons, and even American single malts. Like I love the malty aspect that you get in like scotch and like kind of like your Irish whiskeys, but I want them to have that extra like oomph behind them, if that makes sense. But yeah, yep. Go ahead and check out the Postal Life. They're doing crazy stuff. Dude, they recently released a video where they were like snap, and then they like jumped on the table and was like snap, and then they're like subscribe, snap. It was, it's hard to describe, but it was funny as hell.
Good job.
Got to roll. See you next time. Yeah, I know. Great story. I'm a hot mess. Cheers, man. We'll see you later. See you next week.
Bacon.
Go save your bacon. All right. So what else are you getting on that though?
Like I said, getting a little more fruits, but still a lot of like light bready notes and a little bit of like a, I don't know, it's smooth. And I have a bottle online that I'm trying to think like that I know of, but I can't think of the name. I just know the year.
Oh, did you ever answer me with what region it was? I forgot.
Oh, I said Speyside.
Speyside? Okay.
Yeah. I think that I can't tell you. Okay, I'm gonna just guess. Proof point is 85. Okay. And then I'm gonna say
so what, like
Scotch.
42.5?
Yeah, something right around that. Not finished. And then I'm gonna say it's 65, and the bottle I'm guessing is, what's that 16 year you have? I can't remember the name.
Lagavulin.
Lagavulin. That's my guess.
No, I was gonna ask you, is this so? I mean, I guess that answers my question, but another one of my questions I was gonna ask, is this or is this not peated?
Oh, no.
Dude, recheck your answer then. Lagavulin 16 is definitely peated.
Damn it. Okay. I don't know why.
Yeah. So Sugar Kitty says the Islas are really only Isla, Tausker 10 or Tausker, Lejig, Jura, Aran are all very close to Isla, but our islands mostly peated to some extent, but officially considered Highland by the Scotland Authority. Okay. It's that's one thing I will say that's like really cool about like Scotch is since it's been around for so long, there's so much like deep seated history in that compared to like even like bourbon and stuff. So like they take it very seriously, I guess.
Gotcha.
Which it's a double-edged sword because I like to not take it serious, but it's also cool that like there's real guidelines where with some American whiskey stuff, it's like, oh, if you put finishing on it, now you're a specialty spirit. And it's like, what the heck does that even mean? Like, that's not a real category. Like, that's like a catch-all category.
Yeah, that's fair. I agree with that. All right.
Lagavulin is peated Isla. Yeah, so I was like, that completely goes against everything you were saying. Got the bourbon wrench in the house. Cheers, man. Sup, nerd.
I think it's just been so long since I've had like that I've gotten into a Scotch. It's hard for me to pick.
I mean, just guess. I mean, there's like you said it's unpeated.
This goes against my region.
5 unpeated Scotch.
Well, this goes against the region that I chose earlier about Speyside, but Highland Park.
I mean, the full disclosure, I don't think I even have any Speyside Scotches.
All right, then.
I'm pretty sure they're all Highland. I just didn't want to like limit your options. No, it's an Isla. Brook Lottie, the classic Lottie.
Ah, damn. Okay. Man, It's been a long time since I've had that.
Yeah, I wanted to add a Scotch, but I didn't want to do like so we're not good at picking out peat by any means. No, but I was like, oh well, you know, like non-peated stuff, because honestly, at some point I can tell like kind of the difference between Ardbeg and Lafroig, but that's about it. Like last time you gave me Lagavulin 16, I thought it was Ardbeg 10 or Ardbeg Anoa.
Right. So it's just we're not the best, to put it frankly.
Yeah. So I mean, it is what it is. So overall, I mean, you got 0 of them right.
That's right.
That's kind of what I expected. Right. I mean, I'm expecting mine to go poorly too. But I want to start doing more of these. That way we kind of, I don't know, test ourselves. Maybe not like once a month we do like one of these things. Maybe we can get Olivia to start pouring them. So it's completely blind for both of us. But again, that's post me going to, you know, school and stuff. So yeah.
No, I get you.
Got Maureen Franchi's. I love my Lottie. Yeah, dude, this is such an underrated Scotch. Like that
was one of the first ones you got too.
50% ABV, and it's such a nice like entry level like that. I get what you mean by it's like kind of welcoming but also aggressive at the end too, because it has a higher proof. It's slightly like almost peated.
Right.
But it's not, but it's also very inviting and loving. So it's a weird,
it gets you.
I don't know. Like it's an Isla, so it tastes kind of salty and smoky, but it's not really salty and smoky.
Yeah.
But it kind of is.
It's just interesting, and I actually think it was really good. I mean, it was enjoyable for sure.
Yeah. So out of the 4 you had tonight, which one was your favorite? And which one would you pay the most for?
Ooh, probably C.
C?
C is enjoyable.
So like the most budget out of all of them?
Absolutely. That's all right. I dug it, dude.
I mean, this kind of does follow your like flavor profile.
I thought it was damn good, if I'm being honest. I mean, like, yeah, it's nice to have a Scotch, and that one, like, you have to pay more for. So I don't know if that necessarily like falls into this like, which one do you think is most worth it? But yeah, B wasn't like the biggest fan of, and then A. A was a big shock. So I would almost say A too. But I don't know. I think simply based on the fact that I haven't had the Doc Swinsons, I'm kind of like interested in trying more of it. So maybe that's just it. So yeah, I'm gonna stick with C. I dug it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Without like obviously trying these or blinding them, I would go Belle Mead, then probably Doc Swinson's. I really
Okay.
like that rye. I think it's a nice balance of like rye spice, herbaceousness, and then that sweetness from the rum finishing.
Yeah. No,
Got Julielle in
super
the house.
delish.
Yeah. Julielle. Hey guys. Cheers, Julie. Nice to see you. I need to also show up on your live streams. Sorry, I've like I was saying to the Pot Still Life previously. I've been really busy recently, and I've been a hot mess, not showing up to anyone's live streams. Highland Park is very lightly peated. Just hit the background, and it's very North Island / Highland, very honey and heather. Yeah, I have the Magnus, and I really like it. It's a solid. I don't know how to say it. It almost tastes like it's blended because it's like slightly smoky, but also not all at the same time. And I just think it's like the right amount of like slightly smoked to make it like truly enjoyable.
Right.
Because sometimes smoke can get too much.
Well, that's where I thought that little bite was coming from. Is that it was like a lightly peated Scotch that I was drinking. So maybe that's where I was getting a little bit confused. But like I said, I was kind of all over the place with Scotch.
Yeah. Yeah, the Puzzle Life says, I just got my first bottle of that. I'm still getting my feet wet with it. I've gotten so deep in bourbon. It's a real mind bender for me. Yeah, remember when I tried, I think it was Ardbeg 10 for the first time ever, and I was like, dude, this is so weird. It's like I'm eating bacon or like ham, and I was like, but it's fantastic.
Right, like you can't be mad, right?
Yeah. Do push-ups? You do push-ups. I'm not doing push-ups. Watch the Army Nerd review Bourbon, the Bourbon Ranch. Yeah, Trev's freaking awesome. Hey Julie, the Lottian and Bunnahabhain are very lightly unpeated Islas, not the peat monster you'd expect from Isla. Yeah. I need to check out Bunnahabhain when we stream together. Dude, I'm game to stream together whenever. Hit us up on the email. We can figure something out. For a great couple. Blah, blah, blah. Subscribe to Like Time. Yeah, they freaking kill it. Julie and Dan are fantastic people. And they do some pretty funny / crazy shenanigans on Thursdays.
We love shenanigans.
Like real shenanigans. They're kind of shenanigans that I thought we would do online, but it turns out when I get in front of a camera, I'm more of like reserved than I actually am in real life.
He's a bitch.
Well, okay, as you were. We are a hot mess too, so don't worry. We have to live life. Yep. Hey, Julie. Text me, nerds. What the crap is email? Dude, I don't have your number. You should just post it right here. I'll send a message or pigeon. Yeah. I mean, it'll get there sometime next year. All right. Okay, Alec. My camera's about to overheat. Do you have any closing statements before we get out of here?
I'm looking forward to your blind because I feel like I was an absolute failure today, and I want to watch you fail as bad as I do.
Yeah. Well, you're actually going to be drinking along, so you could help me. I'm under the weather today, so I didn't want to push it with drinking, and I had the option to not drink. So I was like, well, if it was something where we were doing something together, I'd have been like, yeah, I'll drink, but
yeah, I got you.
Taking care of myself.
Good boy.
Yeah, we tell dad jokes on Like Time Whiskey. Yep. Oh my god, dude! When you have your kid, it's gonna be nothing but dad jokes, and I'm gonna like
absolutely. I'm gonna embrace it so hard.
What is that gonna be your thing? You're like, oh, dad jokes.
Dude, I'm gonna literally like research dad jokes before we do this, just so I can start off every episode with a dad joke.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well, yeah. Thanks for hanging out tonight. I know tonight wasn't the most exciting live stream because I was under the weather and it was only Alec drinking, and Alec failed miserably, as I'm sure I'm going to fail when he does the blind to me. So
That's right.
It was a fun time though. Thank you everyone for hanging out. Cheers. We'll see you later.
Cheers.
Have a nice week.